Hello, hello, hello. Let me see if I can. All right, there I am. Hello, hello, everybody. For some of you who don't know me, my name is Shael Levon Rory. I am a published author, an executive virtual assistant, and a change facilitator. I inspire, encourage, and empower you to think and view your life through the lens of change. Everything that we do, it all leads to change. So I just wanted to, I had a couple things on my mind, and I want to, start coming back doing my lives. Um, and so tonight, I wanted to talk about what the title is: Trusting the Truth that You Are Enough. And I, recognize that a lot of people, especially women, sorry about that, especially women who don't think that they are enough. And I tell you, I was the number one person. And, I've been out here in these internet streets for a few years. Um, as I said, I'm an author and, just doing a lot of things, especially my virtual assistant business. And one of the things that what has held me back is not believing that I was enough. I want to see if I am actually going live. So bear with me for a second. Okay, I don't see myself on the phone. So let me see. Well, it says that I'm live, so I'm just going to trust that I'm live. Um, I'm going to trust that I am live. Okay. All right. So, anyway, trusting the truth that you are enough. I had some issues about not feeling I was good enough. And so that held me back with showing up more on social media, showing up, in a lot of areas of my life because I didn't feel like I was, good enough. Um, whenever I would, as a few years passed, whenever I would stick my head out, I would get, so many different remarks about how I look. Um, I didn't have enough makeup on. I needed to do something with my hair. And, through the years, I've done different things. I've done makeup, I've done hair. I love experimenting, with my hair and everything. But it still wasn't good enough for people because somebody always found something to criticize me about. So I decided that, I was going to start focusing and doing some self development on myself so that I could, um, you know, feel better about myself. And then, going through counseling and with some of my peers, with my mentor, it helped me to understand that I have everything that I need inside of me, and that makes me good enough for whatever it is that I am doing. So I, would always hide because I thought that somebody would always have something to say. But when I got to the place where it didn't matter to me anymore about what other people said about me, then I was able to show up a little bit more. So, so that's one of the things I want to talk to you about. So, I have 3 points that I wanted to go over with you to help you with not feeling like you're good enough. And so, for a lot of business owners, a lot of people out here on Facebook who are hiding and who don't want to come out and speak, who don't want to show your face, I'm here to say to you that it's okay, and you can do that because there's so many people out here waiting for you. There's so many people who are waiting for what you have to offer, and everything that your talents and your gifts that is here, for this world. The people are waiting for you, and I'm telling you that it's okay for you to come out. So the first point that I have is to be who you are and not what others expect you to be. So that was the problem that I had. I had a problem of, um, I guess you would call it people pleasing. I needed to be everything that everybody wanted me to be, and and it was becoming uncomfortable because someone might ask you to do something that you're not comfortable with, but in order to keep the peace, in order to please, you just do it. People would be able, people could say things to you that would be hurtful or harmful to you, and you just let it go because you don't want to, trouble the waters or anything like that. So when you continue year after year, most of your life being that way, then you kind of tuck in on the inside and just feel like, it doesn't matter, who I am. The only way that, I'm going to, um, shine or feel good about myself is if I'm doing something for someone else. Which leads me to the second point is finding the you that you lost. I've learned through the years that taking care of family, taking care of, husbands. I had two of them. Taking care of the husbands and taking care of, my parents and, everyone, especially caregivers. We lose ourselves. And so how I was able to, to find myself again was to spend some time with myself and learn exactly who I am. I had to learn all the good things about me, learn all the bad things about me. Um, you know, I had to take time to see um, how I think and how I view things. Um, and going through counseling and going through mentorship helps you with that process. So I'm very thankful for that, and and just the mindset that I wanted to, in order for me to facilitate change in someone else, I had to learn how to do that for myself. So spending a lot of time with myself helped me to find myself, and reading, self-development books, all of the things that I needed to do to help find myself and understand myself, and most importantly, to love myself. You know, um, I suffered a lot of hurt from, the loss, from my husband, my parents, um, losing, my home, just a lot of loss. So, just suffered a lot of hurt. And I found it difficult to love myself because I had lost myself. So how was I going to lose myself? One of the best things that my mentor told me to do was to hug myself. And I'm telling you, the very first time that I did that um, was such a relief. I can't even describe how I felt. And so every day I take the time when I'm journaling, when I am meditating, when I am praying, I hug myself so that I can assure myself that I am loved. And so therefore I don't need to have, people anymore to say that they love me. I don't need to have people to validate me because all of the things that I am looking for in someone else, I needed to do for myself. So that's a part of being who you are, and not being who everybody else wants you to be, and just learning who you are and finding yourself again. So I wanted, you to take the time to do that, and to also, if you don't get anything out of this message that I'm giving you today, is to hug yourself and kind of get to know yourself, get well acquainted with yourself. My third point is to embrace yourself. Um, when embracing yourself is, pretty much going over, what I just said about you learning yourself. So once you learn yourself, embrace yourself. All the isms, all the things about you, embrace it because it not only helps yourself, but it helps the world. It helps those who are waiting on you. It helps those who you will be teaching. It helps who you will be doing business with. Is when you become true to yourself and embrace the gifts, the talents, everything about you. When you embrace that and then you embody that, people will see who you are. They'll see the real you. They'll see your gifts. They'll see your talents. They'll see everything about you that is lovable. Um, they will learn to love. They will learn to honor. They will learn to respect you. But they can't do any of that until you do that for yourself. So I want to, reiterate to you tonight that you are enough. Everything about you is enough. So I'm going to be, coming back to you from time to time, talking more about, confidence, more about change. So I just wanted to let you know that, but I just wanted to just remind you tonight that you are enough. So I am Shael Levon Rory. I want you to follow me on Facebook, Shael Rory. Follow me on Instagram, Shael Rory Incorporated. And for those of you who are widows, you follow me on my Widowsworth page. Go to my business page, Events for You Too, if you are interested in booking a free consultation with me. So listen, I'm going to sign off for now, and I want you to have a great evening. I want you to spend some time with yourself. Um, the most thing that I always advise people to do is to get take a warm bath with some candles, some soft music or meditative music or whatever it is that you like, so that you can relax and be because when you are relax so you can create more, you can think more. So, put yourself in a place or space to where you don't have any interruptions, no other voices. The only voices that you will be able to hear is yours, and the voice of God, confirming and affirming who you are. Have a great night. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.